Yep, you're good.
So thanks to everyone. I know this is probably starting early. Do we have anyone on?
About 3, 4 were getting joined,
Okay.
joined.
Give them another one.
You could wait a couple
We're
minutes.
just going to wait a couple minutes. While we're waiting for everyone, we just want to introduce everyone who's here. We have Coach Farrell, who's our head coach. I'm Liz Dahl, the president of the booster. We have Rob Singleton, vice president. Troy Kingsford, who is our treasurer. And then Lisa Whitmore, who's our secretary, and she's going to be taking questions. And she's behind the camera. As we go through tonight, if you have a question, just make sure to type it in. And as we go on, Lisa will be letting us know what those questions are. Do we have people going?
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, our first upcoming event is our football camp. Rob? Okay, so football camp is still on for freshmen, JV, and varsity, and the freshman camp is July 5th through 8th. The cost is still $600, and that includes some summer practices. For JV varsity camp, it is July 12th through 15th, and that cost is $500. And you can pay this through the Built Foundation, which you can do your tax credit through. They've extended the payment date, but they weren't very clear on whether you could use it as 2019 or 2020 tax credit, but regardless, you're going to be able to claim it at some point. And Built does put on a new button for the $667. So if you pay on Built, your total is $667 because not all of it comes back to Highland. And if you're just paying the cash, then you can Venmo Coach Farrell, and it's up on the screen, his Venmo. It's at Brock-Farrell. And if the money could be paid by June 18th so that we can get everything paid for, that would be great.
Thanks, Liz. And I know there's just some questions about how the Built Foundation works, so I want to try and see if I can explain it really well. So the Built Foundation is a qualified charitable organization, which is why it is a secondary tax credit category. So it is on top of both the public school tax credit program that you can do. The way it works is that you donate to the Built Foundation. Highland High School receives 75% of your donation. The other 25% goes to help Title I and lower income schools also send student athletes to camp. That's why the $500 camp is a $667 donation to the Built Foundation. You still claim the full $667 on your tax return as a tax credit. And that's also why if you only did a $400 Built Foundation donation, $300 of that goes to Highland High School to send your son to camp, which 500 minus the 3 would still be 2. So if you can find another person to do Built or $200, that's how that works. But hopefully that eliminates all the confusion with the Built Foundation and how that works. You still get to claim the full tax credit on your tax return. And in the freshman camp, the $600, I'm just going to say it's broken up into 2 $300 payments. You can still do the full, both payments through the Built Foundation. Now, the way that works is you'd have to make an $800 donation to Built. $600 would go towards your summer training in June, which may or may not be on, and then $300 of it goes to the freshman football camp that we go up to Sholo on July 5th through the 8th. So hopefully that cleared everything up. If you have questions, you can either put them in the question right now, or you can email me, and you can find my email on the school website.
Do we have questions yet, Lisa?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about where varsity's camp is going to be and contingencies?
Great. So I talked to our camp coordinator, and right now we are proceeding forward as though camp is going to be at Cal Lutheran in California. He has not said that it's not going to be. However, he did tell me that if California shuts their borders or whatever, that he does have a backup site in Arizona. So JV and varsity camp is July 12th through the 15th. So the dates are on, the cost is still the same, and if California stays like California, then there will be an Arizona site as a backup.
All right. 7-on-7.
Oh, that was me, sorry. Okay, so the only for sure 7-on-7 that I know is happening is NAU, but they moved it to July 11th. So I would plan on doing something July 10th as a team, just so that I can get everybody back from vacation and, have them remember what football is. And then July 11th, we will be at NAU. And right now we are scheduled to have 2 7-on-7 teams and a big man team. So literally everybody will be doing something up at NAU on July 11th, which is fun because then the very next day we load the bus and go to camp. So that's the only one that is for sure. The ASU one I have not heard back from, and there might possibly be another one at the end of June, but I have not heard back from that either. And then as far as summer training goes, the athletic directors are meeting tomorrow since Governor Ducey just announced that gyms can open today. So the athletic directors are meeting tomorrow, and I will be posting information on summer training, summer workouts, and possible 7-on-7s in the near future.
Helmets for 7-on-7s?
Good. So a number of your athletes came and picked up the soft 7-on-7 helmets that you ordered through Universal Athletic. If they didn't pick them up, then the first day that we are allowed to be back on campus, they can pick them up. If they have not ordered one, you can contact Liz Dahl, or you can bring 63, 62 with your son to one of the summer training, and you can get one. You need to wear one in order to participate in either, if we have some sort of practice this summer, or when we go to our 7-on-7 tournaments, they have to have one in order to participate.
So the 7-on-7 tournaments are only for varsity, right?
They are only for varsity, yes. JV does not have a tournament, and I'm not sure if JV will do a 7-on-7 something this year. That information is to come.
So there's also 7-on-7 t-shirts or jerseys that we ordered, and each boy will need one, and they are $40 each. And you can pay that through our Venmo. If your son did the track fundraiser, they'll totally remember if they did the track fundraiser because it was hot.
It was at Hamilton High School all day.
Yes, they earned their shirt. So if your son came to the track Hamilton track meet and worked their butt off, they've earned that shirt. So if they didn't, it's $40, and you can Venmo that to our Venmo HHS Football.
Perfect. Okay, and then moving off of that, physicals. Normally we would offer physicals at the school, but the school's closed. So your son needs to get his physical done. You can find the actual physical paperwork either on, I believe it's aiaonline.org, or if you go to the Gilbert Public Schools website to the athletics page, there's also a link for the AIA physical that you can take to your doctor and have them get it filled out. It really needs to be done before we go to camp in July, because we are handing out equipment on July 24th, and your son will not be able to get his equipment and or wear his helmet on the first day of helmets until he's completely cleared through Register My Athlete. So if you have a physical scheduled for July 24th, he's not going to be cleared in time to get his equipment. So take care of that sooner rather than later. I would prefer that everybody has it done before we go to camp on July 12th. So you can print it out, go get the physical done. You can upload it to Register My Athlete, and then complete the rest of Register My Athlete for the 2020 season. And Vicky is retiring, so we will have a brand new person, and they will not be as efficient as Vicky. So give them time and get it done early.
Other questions?
No, but Brandon Larson said that there's a chance that physicals will not be required this year, but he'll communicate with all of that when things get figured out.
Okay, sounds good.
Someone is asking about certification of helmets.
I have not heard anything good or bad. I know that they have been sent out, and I will say this, that I'm pretty sure the district sent all the helmets as a group, so it's not like just Highlands helmets won't be here if they're not going to be here on time. But as of right now, I have not heard anything, so I'm anticipating that they will be here on time, and we will be handing out helmets when we're supposed to.
Are they asking for their personal helmet, how to get it certified?
It just says certification of helmets, so maybe address if it's a personal helmet.
So if you did not give us your personal helmet earlier in the year to Coach Fair, because we had a number of people gave us their personal helmets and we sent them all to get recertified as a group. If you have not, there is a good chance that it will not be recertified on time. I would still try to send it to Sunvalco now. I don't know when you'll get it back, which just means you'll have to use one of the district helmets until yours has been recertified.
Okay.
They can also go to, I don't know if it's, how do you say it, Riddle?
Riddell, yeah.
Riddell. So if you go to the Riddell website, they will actually give you a mailing slip, and you can mail in your helmet for free and get it certified, and they will mail it back to you right now.
But again, if you haven't done that already, you need to do it now.
Brandon said helmet should be back mid-July, late July at the latest.
Okay, so according to our athletic director, we should have helmets mid-July to late July at the latest, which is exactly when we were going to hand them out. So,
Yeah.
should be good.
Okay.
Anything else?
Were we broadcasting this where?
On YouTube.
Okay.
And that'll be in the email that goes out.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. And as of right now, we are still playing Lone Peak. Utah is not like California, and I called their coach, and they are proceeding as though we are playing each other. So we both are moving forward that we are playing each other on August 28th. The total cost of the trip is $595. If you have not paid your $75 deposit, we need that ASAP because we need to pay for the plane tickets. The rest of the $520 is due May 21st. And use whatever means you have, including public school tax credit, in order to pay for that. Travel costs are one of the things that we can use tax credit money to pay for. So you may use either your tax credit, or if you have a relative or a friend who has not done a public school tax credit yet, they can do a tax credit in your son's name. Just make sure that once you have it done, you take a picture and email the Booster Club so that they know that you did the public school tax credit to pay for the trip. The reason why we need it by May 21st is we need to have enough time for the district to get the tax credit and PO process done, and so that we can pay for the plane tickets, because we do have a due date. So that's why we need it by May 21st. All right, and right now we are planning to fly on Southwest on August 27th. I will get you more information in terms of actually when we will leave for the airport, et cetera, at closer to August. We are planning on returning on August 29th.
So I know someone asked me, they heard that Southwest was breaking up flights and if that was going to affect us, and I called Southwest and talked with them, and so far our flight has not been, that doesn't apply to our flight right now, so we're still same flight.
Question. If the game gets canceled, will the costs be refunded?
We will cross, so the question was, if the game gets canceled, will the cost be refunded? I will get back to you. I will get back to you because I don't know how we would refund tax credit money, but I'm sure that our school and athletic director, we would cross that bridge when coming in, and we would do what is right for the whole program.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
Okay, so team bags. So if you have already paid for your son to go to the Lone Peak game, this is included in that purchase. We're getting their extra large Under Armour bags, and they're going to have your son's last name, their number, and the Hawk logo. And this is going to be able to fit their helmet and pads, so they can use it this summer. If we get them ordered by June 1st, we'll get them by summer camp, and they can take them to camp with all of their stuff in there. And it's great because it has their name on it. And then they will be taking them to Lone Peak and away games, and it'll fit all their goods. So we would like to open that up to the JV team, because they're also going to camp with the varsity this summer. So if you want your JV player to have a bag, they're $75, and you can just Venmo it, and in your Venmo include the last name and your player's number, so that we can make sure that those are ordered and we get them in time.
May 29th.
Sorry, May 29th. I have to order them by June 1st. So we need your money by May 29th. So then we have the per player cost estimate. So every year, we break it down to what it's going to cost to run the program. And with the coronavirus going on, we've kind of been not able to get as many sponsors as we normally can. So we're kind of relying on you to help pay those per player estimates. So that includes equipment upgrades, team gear, game day drinks, varsity meals, end of the year banquets, game day equipment, field painting, special events. I didn't realize how much it really costs to run this booster, or to, feed these boys and take care of them. I've had people say, well, doesn't the ticket sales go to booster? No, it doesn't. So we're kind of on our own for what we want to do for these boys, and so we ask everybody to bring in $1,000 or pay $1,000, get a sponsor to help you cover your $1,000. It's not, if you don't pay, you don't play. That's not how it is. It's just to give these boys a good season. So fundraiser options, we are going to do the gold cards in July, right?
Yes.
End of July. We're going to do the E-team. It's coming soon. We don't know the exact date of when we're going to be able to actually hold it yet. We're going to do a black and teal scrimmage in August. It's August 7th. August 7th, we'll do a black and teal scrimmage. It'll be awesome for the boys. We'll have a family dinner that you guys can come to and attend, and we'll do basket raffles. So you can get some merchandise there. And then donations and sponsors. If you know anyone that owns a business that can benefit from Highland by getting their name shouted out over the speaker, get kids over to them if they are a fast food or a food truck or dental, therapy, anything that Highland kids or families would go do and that they benefit from us, let them know that we need them. If you want to go to our website, it is updated with this year's 2020 sponsors, so it's hawksbooster.com, and you can just send them there and they can sign up and be a sponsor, or you can do payments if you want to do the $1,000 and just pay it. There's monthly payments of $200 that you can do, so it's not just one huge chunk of change right now. We also have our Hawks Venmo, so that nobody forgets it. We also take that at concessions. It's just something to put in your favorites. And then we have Coach Farrell's Venmos, so that you can pay for football camp. Questions?
2 questions. Are they fixing up the field?
Yes, I've actually seen it. They put brand new grass from goalpost to goalpost, so there are no dirt spots on the game field right now. I saw it with my own eyes.
And it's sideline to sideline?
Sideline to sideline. Yeah.
So it's just past the goalposts. That's not, but it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Awesome. Another question. If we cover the $1,000 per player, are we required to do gold cards?
That's a good question. I would ask that your son help participate for those that have not. So I'm going to ask that they help. Okay, I'm not going to, it's not like he's not on the team if he doesn't sell gold cards, but I am going to ask that he helps those that have not reached it, because we're a team, we're all in this together. Really, that's the gold cards and the E-team sponsor, which is coming up shortly, are really the only 2 things that I ask the kids to do in terms of fundraising. I know, we ask a lot of you guys, and we're so thankful for the Hawk community and how you guys have come together through this craziness. So I would ask that they would help. There will be no punitive damages if he doesn't, let's put it that way. But it would be, if you already cover the cost, it would be one of those things where I would just ask him to help for the other kids that have not quite reached the goal, so that we can all just come together and do it as a team.
Are you incentivizing gold cards this year?
We will do roughly the same prizes as we did last year. The prizes come through the gold card company. So like last year, the top seller got a pair of AirPods, and that came through the gold card company. And I think if you sold 20, you got a sweatshirt or something like that.
Sweatshirt with your name on it.
With your name on it, yeah. So I don't know if it'll be those exact things, but it'll be something similar. So yes, there will be some incentives. So even if they reach the $1,000 goal, if they want a sweatshirt, great.
All right, I don't see any more questions. Do you want to call for any last questions?
All right.
Any others before we sign off?
Do you want to mention? Oh, you did mention where you can watch this. rewatch
Yeah,
it.
so this will be put on YouTube. It will be in a link. Once we get it on there, it'll be emailed out to you. Just make sure to check your emails and check the website. It's been updated. It's very simple to navigate through. And we've updated the updates button, so there's one on the homepage and the corner, so it's super easy to find. So if you don't get the emails, just go to the website, check it out. You'll always be in the know.
And I just want to reiterate one more time, check my Twitter, Google Classroom, Huddle, the website, and your email. There will be information coming on all sorts of stuff, including if and when we can do summer things.
3 questions. When does the gold card sales get started?
I don't remember the exact date, but our first day of helmets is July 27th, so I believe we're starting like July 28th, 29th, something like that.
Is there an outside chance that the whole season gets canceled?
Well, now that the state is open, I'm going to go out on a limb and say no, since the governor opened the state for the NBA and everybody else. I don't know what the season will look like in terms of all the other stuff that goes along with this, but as of right now, I have not heard anything otherwise, and so we are proceeding as though it is going to start, and it's going to start on time.
Will there be a separate freshman meeting orientation?
Possibly. Check the website for details.
Will freshman practice be in the morning?
School year?
So during the school year, yes, freshman practice will be in the morning. And if we get to do stuff in the summer, if and when we get to do stuff in the summer, check the website for details.
Will parents be able to fly with the team to Utah?
Ooh, good question.
That is a really good question.
So we only have reserved so many tickets, and right now it's only for the football and the cheerleaders, and we've actually already put that down. So it depends. If we have 15 extra, and if 15 boys don't pay and don't go, then we can sell those 15. Otherwise, parents I can give you the information of what flights we're taking, and you can just jump on that flight, because we don't have the entire flight. They'd only let me get 80 on one flight, and then like 40, 50
Yeah,
on another
40,
flight.
50, yeah.
So there are 2 flights that you can jump on if we can't sell them.
And this is a good time to plug. We've mentioned it. The $75 we need today. I mean, jump on Venmo and pay us today. That's how we're tracking how many seats we need and how many extra seats we'll have. So if your son is going to play in the Lone Peak game, get us that money immediately.
Will freshmen have a camp?
Yes, July 5th through the 8th. And it is in Arizona, and we are proceeding as though we are going to have freshman camp. And the cost of that is $300. And then if and when we have summer training, that's the other $300. That's how we get to 6. Both 300s, which add up to 600, can be paid through the Built Foundation. Just remember that it would be an $800 donation to the Built Foundation to cover the full 6.
Can you give us the info again for where we check for updates? I only know about the booster website.
It's on the booster website.
Yeah.
So
Just there.
yeah, hawksbooster.com, and on the home page there's a green box that says update, so you click on that. Or up in the corner there's a hawk head that says update, so you click on that. And then you click on the most recent date.
If you want to follow me, my Twitter is @Brock_Farrell, I believe. And then your kids should be checking their Huddle messages and Google Classroom. But in terms of where parents would find updates, the Booster website would be the best place.
No more questions.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining us. Have a great, safe night.